Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. My name's Matt. If you're watching this live, there may be some confusion. I think it says this is supposed to be Title Blaze 2, and I have set up for Kinfire Chronicles. So we're going to play Kinfire Chronicles because that's what's on the table. So I will change that around after the live stream. Until then, it will be confusing. I had a lovely comment from a new subscriber yesterday who was saying he stumbled upon my channel and that he really liked it, but I was coughing into my mic. So unfortunately, I have a little throat thing going on at the moment. So unbeknownst to me, I was coughing and still have it, still a little bit sore. So I thought that I would add a mute button for the sake of people who don't want to hear me cough when I realize I'm about to cough. Not do that. I can. Oh. And then I just coughed. Excuse the cough. Sorry about that. Yeah, so today it's going to be Kinfire Chronicles, probably Quest 7. I do have a few things that are memories. Particularly this one. Oh, so I'll need to... Why does it keep doing that? That's interesting. This one. A young Orcish doctor with a passion for research talked with you at the Scholars' Circle about her theories regarding the darkness and disease. Much of it went over your head, but you understand that she was convinced that the starless night can leave behind never-before-seen illnesses. Before she let you leave, Irma made you promise to tell her about any new diseases you may discover on your travels. So we haven't discovered any new diseases yet. We have this one, which is you received Mika's alchemic notebook. I'm going to cough. From an elven pilgrim who was involved in Mika's murder. Within its bronze pages, the glowing text is supposed to include alchemaic formulae involving Kinfire. You chose to keep it in your possession rather than give it to Hoyt Belgar. So we have that. And we also have this one. After you save a wounded bandit from the pack of wights in the library Orlander, he accompanied you back to Dinlux, introducing himself as Hart. I run a little shop for exclusive clientele, you might say. It's the green door next to the horseshoe bridge. If you're ever in need of something unusual, feel free to stop by. Okay, so we have those things. Just updating us. We do have this quest that we can do, but before that we have 4 town actions which we need to do. Now, as usual, I always forget where we've been. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. And we have these places that we can go to. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. So I avoided a couple of places where we could get, we could buy things because I didn't have that much money, and I only have 6 coins now. Yeah, 6, but it might be worth a look. Nara's bounty house we did go to. Did we go to Isabel's Emporium? Let's have a look. So Isabel's Emporium is number 5. In the Dinluck's pack. So it says, the shop is small but well stocked and neatly organised. An enormous lizard eyes you from the corner, growling softly in the back of its throat. Don't mind Bert, said the dwarven woman behind the counter. Unless you're thinking of doing some shoplifting, then you should know that his jaws can bend metal. She smiles to let you know she's kidding, unless she's not. You look to be in the market for something out of the ordinary. She leads you to a locked glass cupboard. Take a look in there. You may shop at Isabel's Emporium. Add it to your Dinluck's market if you haven't already. And we haven't. So we will add it. See shopping in the town exploration rulebook for further information. So we will go to her Emporium. This will go back into the pack of cards. And let's look at this. So this says, welcome to my shop. But if you're just looking, hurry it up. I'm a busy lady. These items are for sale here. A stiletto of speed, a mace of forgetting, and a wise skull. Once purchased, add the cards and any boosts to the Seeker's unused card pool or swap them into a Seeker's deck using the normal deck rules. So let's have a look at these. So first we have Stiletto of Speed, which is this. So the Stiletto of Speed itself and its accompanying card is a 3 melee attack. This long narrow dagger is made from an incredibly light material. After attacking, you may add or discard twice. Ooh, that is quite good because discarding cards can be very useful. You know, discarding action cards or cards that will hurt us ultimately at the end. That might be quite useful for Crowback. And the Stiletto Speed boost card is just a block 1 for another Seeker. So yeah, that could be quite good. Definitely consider that for Crowback. Then we have Mace of Forgetting. So the Mace of Forgetting is also a melee. Oh, there's no enchantment on the mace, but it's just blunt trauma. So it does a 2 attack plus stunned. So that means for an enemy, the enemy cannot attack this turn, which is also very useful. And then it does plus 2 damage per stunned that was on your target before this attack. After playing or discarding this card during battle, you may put it on top of your deck. Ooh, that's also good. Its boost is give another Seeker the ability to draw or discard a card. Which again can be useful. So that's also really a core sort of one. And then we have Wise Skull, which is a ward action. So once it's played, it stays in play. You won't regret buying me. I can tell you all my secrets. So, while in play, turn the top card of every Seeker's deck face up. Seekers may play a face-up card on top of their deck as though it were in their hand. Free action. Wow, that is powerful. And then its boost is block 1 for another Seeker. So I can only buy one of these. Ooh. The Mace of Forgetting is very tempting because if, you know, you could do a lot of damage with that and you can stun. And we have, Core has Taunt. As a red action. So we have basically, we have a blue set of cards, a green set of cards, and a red set of cards. And this Taunt that Crowback has is red, but it has a white boost. So it's wild. But this Mace of Forgetting would be quite useful. On the other hand, Valora that Wise Skull. How many ward actions can we have? Let me just check. No more than 3 instant cards. Seeker's Technique. So if I put Wise Skull into Valora's deck, she has 1, 2. She only has 2 instant, so I can have another one. Pierce defenses. Ooh, I have too many blue cards in Valora's deck. Well, that is red-blue, actually. So got 1, 2, 3, 4 green, 1, 2, red, and 3 blue. And I should have 3 red and 2 blue. So I need to sort that out. I've been playing her wrong. Let me get rid of these for a moment. So I will need to... That's the shop. So I need another red for Valora, which I've messed up. So let's put solid shot back in and take out pierce defenses. So she's back to normal now. But the question is, do I want to replace... I think I need to do more damage, really. So I think I'm going to not mess with Valora's deck. I'm going to buy... Stiletto of Speed. So that will cost me 4 coins. So there's the 4 coins. And out of his deck, I need to take a green set. So let's do... we will take out Roar of Challenge and put in Stiletto of Speed. So we spent those 4. Okay, and that's all we can buy because we only have 2 left. Oh, have I put everything in there? Yeah. $18 cards, yeah. So these cards from Isabel's Emporium will go into the city market. So that's our first town action. Then been to the gym. Let's go to Mariner's Boardwalk. So let's go to 9. Oh, walking near the small boardwalk, you pass by a number of taverns and food stalls, all bustling with a variety of clientele. The assortment of colourful clothes on display is almost dizzying. Valora! A sailor appears with a grin on his face and a sword in his hand. Kinney, it's been ages. The sailor nods and the two mates launch into a furious yet friendly duel. Eventually, Valora wins and Kinney pays up. Gain 3 coin, remove this card from Dinlux, your city action is over. Okay, so we get 3 coins back. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. So this gets removed from Dinlux, so we will put it in the back. I think I'm going to go back for my third action and buy that other thing. So I'm going back to Isabel's Emporium. And for Valora, I'm going to buy this because I think this will be very useful. Card draw is great, and this basically gives us more card draw. So I have 2 options. And I'm going to get rid of the other ward action, actually. Eye of the Huntress. So I'm swapping this out for these new cards. So it will cost us 4. So we're down to 1. So that will go into Valora's deck. And those cards will go back. These will go into unused cards. And I think we're still alright because we have... Oh, where's that pointed? That'll do. Yeah, we have 1 immediate. 2. Yeah, we've still got 2. So that was our third action. And then for our fourth, we're going to go to Journeys into Rest because Core has got some cards. He's got an exhausted card. So we will go to Journeys Rest In, which is Dinlux 4. And this is the Journey's Rest is far from the finest inn you've ever visited. It's not particularly well maintained, and the food is bland at best. But at least it's cheap, and for those on a budget, that's got its own appeal. You may pay 1 coin to stay the night. See Sleeping Inns. Due to the cheapness of the accommodation, each seeker may only swap out 1 action card from their deck. If you stay the night, your city action is over. Otherwise, return to the map and choose again. So we will pay the 1 coin. So now we have no coins. And because we're resting, we get rid of cards from our deck that are disadvantageous to us. So Core has an exhausted card, which he will return. Okay. And Valora, I don't think she has anything. Okie dokie. So we can swap things in. We have a big chunk of unused cards and some that honestly I haven't used at all. Eyes of the Huntress and Roar, those have gone. Charge, Aftershock, Perfect Stillness. When you play this card, end your turn. If you attack while this card is in play, double that attack's printed damage, then discard this card. If you move it while this card is in play, immediately discard it. Not great, I don't think. Pierce defenses, bait the trap. We need a Kinfire. After attacking, search the bag for another Seeker's Chit and draw it. That Seeker takes the next turn. That's quite useful. This could be green or blue. Antler Dagger is not great. It adds 3 if you return an enemy chit. What's the other side of Antler Dagger? Boost another player's attack by 1. That's block, which would be good for... I think I'm going to swap Antler Dagger out for Bait the Trap. That's fine. It has 1 Kinfire. And it's also a green-blue. Okay. And then we're looking for Valora. Acid Arrow. Pierce defenses. It's not great. I think we'll leave her as she is. Is this... Yeah, these are cards from the deck. So I'll just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And let's make sure for him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He has a potion. Okay, so that is our 4 actions. So our town actions are over. And we are now going to move on to Quest 7. And the reason, well, this isn't titled because I've done the wrong one, but we can't fail. We basically got told at the end of the last one, because we failed the last quest, that we can't fail anymore, which is worrying. So we're going to do quest 7, Red Sky at Night. Guildmaster Lyra has asked that you stay at the guild hall for the night so that you can accompany her to the upcoming city council meeting where your presence has been requested. When you embark on this quest, discard all other prompt cards, then open quest 7. So we don't have any other prompt cards. So we're going to go to quest 7. Quest 7 is Red Sky at Night. I love how it's doing this. I need to sort this out. Yeah, Red Sky at Night. So we will start here. So it says, the Seeker's Guild Hall stands tall before you, its yellow roof glinting in the light of the sunset. Inside, other Seekers mill around, having an evening ale and gossiping, a group of younger Seekers. In the corner of the dining hall sit wide-eyed, clearly unsure of themselves. You decide to join them for a drink. Got any good battle scars yet? You ask. They laugh nervously. Battle? So far, assignments have mostly involved the Guildmaster's laundry and returning books to the Library of Light. You chuckle. Don't worry, your moment will come, you say to them before retiring to your quarters to rest up for tomorrow's City Council meeting. Just as you nod off to sleep, the sounds of screaming jolt you awake. You sit upright, smelling smoke in the air. Out of the window you see that the night has fallen, but the sky is lit with a reddish glow. The guild hall is on fire. The building is burning, and your time is limited. Whenever you reach a time icon in the text, draw a chit from the bag. If it's a Seeker or Heart chit, you may continue without effect. If it's an enemy or darkness chit, each Seeker must choose to either suffer 1 damage or gain 1 exhaustion before continuing. Chits drawn from the bag are placed in the spent chits area or on the time track as normal. If you climb out on the narrow window ledge, go to 7-1. If you go out into the smoke-filled corridor, go to 7-2. Important, if the time track ever fills up while you are inside the building, go to 7-9. Okay, so time tokens. I don't know if there'll be any more in Quest 7. Let's have a look. No, there aren't. So I think I put them back in Quest 6. I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4 time tokens. Excuse me, I'll just put this back. Okay, so I think we'll climb out onto the ledge. So we will go to 7-1. And I'll just get my little marker. So 7-1 says, you climb out the window onto a narrow ledge, trying not to look down. There's a sizable gap of empty space between your ledge and the window to the Guildmaster's chambers. Further down is another window looking into the dining hall. Each seeker must flip 2 cards. For every seeker that does not reveal any green cards, 1 time token. Okay. So let's see. So Valora is going to go first, and she will flip 2 cards. First one is green, and second one is green. Core, first one is green, second one is blue. So we've passed that. So then it says we don't need to do anything with time tokens. Then it says, if you choose to duck into the Guildmaster's chambers, go to 7.3. If you continue along the unstable ledge towards the dining hall, go to 7.5. Oh, they're tempting us, aren't they? Because we were talking to those poor seekers. But I think it's more important to go to the Guildmaster, so we will go to 7.3. So here is 7.3. Apart from a desk and a bed, the Grandmaster's chambers are empty. The only exits you can see are the door to the corridor, the window, and the chimney leading up to the roof. You also consider searching the room for anything valuable you could save from the fire. So we are doing a check on this. So we will draw a chit for this time token. And we drew one of ours. I think that's all we need to do. Yeah, I think maybe we should have drawn one for the first one. Yeah, we should have. But we've missed that. So we're going to go on. If you haven't already, you may search the Guildmaster's chambers by going to 7.4. If you climb out the window and ease across the ledge towards the dining hall, go to 7.5. If you go out into the smoky corridor, go to 7.2. If you attempt to climb up the chimney, each seeker flips 2 for every seeker that does not reveal any red time, then go to 7.6. I'm going to search the room, so I'm going to go to 7.4. Because we haven't got any time tokens, partly because we cheated. Okay. You search the Guildmaster's chambers for anything you can save from the fire, but Lyra seems to keep few sentimental belongings here. You're about to give up and save your own hides when a hidden compartment in Lyra's desk falls open, revealing a sheath of documents. You quickly scan their contents and see that the Guildmaster has been keeping tabs on Hierophant Selene and the other city councillors. You tuck the documents away for safekeeping. So now we need to do 2 checks for time. So we will draw 2. So we've drawn one of them, so we have to put a token here. And we'll draw again. And we've drawn one of those. So now we've got 2 time tokens. So we're halfway along. Okay. And we aren't this character, Asher. Take memory 7A, then return to 7-3. So... Where have those cards gone? Oh, did I put them back in 6? Maybe. That's probably why it's really full of things. Yeah. So 7A is this. It seems that Guildmaster Lyra has been keeping tabs on Hierophant Selene and the other city councillors, implying that she doesn't truly trust any of them. These documents could damage the reputation of the Seekers Guild if they ended up in the wrong hands. So we will keep that. Then we go back to 7-3. So we can... Let's climb out of the window and go towards the guild hall, because I'm feeling guilty about these. People, 7-5. You ease your way carefully across the narrow ledge. It groans with your weight, and you attempt to think very light thoughts. Each seeker must flip 3. 2 seekers. We need to reveal 3 blue between the 2 of us. So we're flipping 3 each. So 1, 2. There's 1. There's 2. So we just need 1 blue. 1. And we've got that because that is wild. So we have succeeded in that. If you succeed, you safely reach the window leading onto the dining hall and leap inside. Go to 7-7. So 7-7. Burning through the centre of the dining hall is a wall of flame separating you from the exit. You'll have to think fast. So we're going to take a token out of the bag. You can see there. And we have got another bad one. So we've got 3 of the 4 time tokens on the track. If you haven't already, you may search the dining hall for valuables. 7-8. Also, we should have been taking exhaust or damage. So let me see. Yeah, in fact, we're not using these time tokens at all. I don't know why I did that. So we should have been drawing them out. So we have to take 3. Each seeker must choose suffer 1 damage. So I think Core will suffer 2 damage and take an exhaust, which will go into their discard. And Valora will take 1 damage and take 2 exhaust. So it says we can search the hall for valuables. If every seeker has at least 5 health, you may leap through the wall of flames. Each seeker suffers 4 damage, then go to 7-9. You may attempt to push over a dining table in order to extinguish the fire enough to pass through. If you do, each seeker flips 2 cards. For every seeker that doesn't reveal any red, draw a token, then go to 7-9. I think we're going to leap. So we're going to lose 4 each. And we are leaping through and going to 7-9. You stumble into the open courtyard as the burning building collapses into a pile of fiery rubble. From behind you comes an ominous hissing. Startled, you turn and are confused to see the bobbing head of a tunnel rasp, a huge snake feared by miners. The giant snake rises up, ready to strike. If the time track is full... So we only have 3 tokens on the time track, so it's not full. If the time track is not yet full, the young seekers you met earlier are already struggling to battle the rasp and appear relieved at your arrival. Gain 2 Kinfire. Again, I'm not sure about Kinfire. I seem to have so much Kinfire, and I don't really know why. When it says 2, it's 2 each. It has to be 2 each, because if you're playing with 4 players, you know, it wouldn't work. So we'll do that. So we get 2 Kinfire each. Put ally 7A in play and reset the bag. So ally 7A are the young seekers. So they will go into play for this game. We will reset the bag and open the Atlas to map 9 and go to 7-10. So these tokens go back in the bag. We're going to map 9. So, that's no good. Map 9. There we go. And we will go to 7-10. So here we are at 7-10. So this is the battle setup. So our seekers are going to help us. We need to get the enemy out, and it is the Tunnel Rasp. So we will put the Tunnel Rasp here. And the Seekers are 11 and 12. And then the Tunnel Rasp has 1, 2, 3 in darkness. 1, 2, 3 and darkness on its top ability. It has 4, 5, 6, 7 on its second ability. And it has 8, 9, 10 on its bottom ability. So we'll do these like this. So we have some room for our chits. And the Tunnel Rasp will start here. I'll just move this off. Ugh. Yes, it will start in the center. And we will start in the middle, in any of these 4 spaces. So let's think about this. Valora can be ranged. So we'll put her there. And Core, we will start next to her. So he can move in and attack. The Funnel Rasp has health 18. And it will focus on the one with the most armor, which will be Core at the start. So let's look at these characters. So the Young Seekers are going to help us. On 11 and 12, the Young Seekers attack the Seeker's enemy for 3 damage. Also, we can discard this ally to cancel 1 enemy attack. If you do so, move its ability tokens to the enemy's middle ability. So we will... I mean, maybe if they were both used, we would do that if it's a really big attack. And then the Tunnel Rasp itself. So these are its attacks. Its top one. With a quick strike at its prey, the Tunnel Rasp fangs inject a burning acid. So it's a melee attack, 4 plus a hurt. The target discards all armor after this attack. The Tunnel Rasp refocuses. Its middle attack is the Tunnel Rasp thrashes its body, slamming into anyone it can reach. So it would hit all people in its space. Before attacking, the Tunnel Rasp focuses on the nearest Seeker. And then the bottom ability is the Rasp rears back its head and spits a spray of burning acid. So it is a ranged attack at everyone, so anyone who is in range. So it doesn't do any damage, but it places 2 hurt into a Seeker's hand. Place an acid pool token in the targeted space. If all 3 tokens have been placed, move one of the existing tokens to the targeted space instead. So we have these 3 acid tokens, and they have hurt on them. So if we go into that space, we will get 1 hurt automatically. Yeah, so that's the Tunnel Rasp. This camera is slightly off kilter. That's a bit better. We also have these spaces which, if anyone goes into those, including the Tunnel Rasp, nothing says that it's immune to those things. You will get trapped and hurt. Okay, so then we need to draw up our cards. Oh, yes, we took Exhausted. So these that at the start of any battle, their cards are shuffled. And we will draw our 7 cards. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for core. And he's drawn his Exhausted. He has a ward action, another action, and another action. And he also always has 3 armor. So those are his cards. And then Valora also will shuffle her cards. And she will draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She does not have any armor. She's got a few actions as well. So, we shall begin. Oh, also, there's been something going on with fate tokens that I haven't been getting any, and I'm a little bit confused. There are fate tokens in this bag. I feel like I've been missing it, but I really don't know how. So I'm going to take these 2 fate tokens so I can use them. Fate tokens, we can use a fate token, put it in the void box, and draw 4 chits from the bag and use one of those 4 chits. But I haven't had any for ages, and I'm confused by that. Maybe if I'd won, but I did win 1, so yeah, a bit confused. Anyway, let's get going. So we've drawn a 1. So the Tunnel Rasp is going to move into core space and it's going to attack core for 4 he has 3 armor, so he'll discard 1 armor and we'll take 1 damage, and let's see if yeah, let's discard this one to block the rest of the damage. So he doesn't take any damage. He will take a hurt into his hand. And the target discards all armor after this attack. The Tunnel Rasp refocuses. So he doesn't have any armor anymore. The Tunnel Rasp is going to focus on the most armor, so it'll just stay on core. First attack. And it's a darkness chit, so that goes up to the time track. So same again. It will attack core for 4. And this time he has no armor, but Valora can block 2. So he will take 2 damage. And another hurt. Okay. This is the way it goes sometimes. Okay. So we've drawn 3. So I'm going to use Poison Barb, return a chit to the bag, and draw again. And we've drawn 9. So 9 is a ranged attack. And it's 2 hurt. So we're going to give 2 hurt to both of them. Wow, this is not good. Place an acid pool token in the targeted space. Oh, yeah, no, she wouldn't get 2 hurt. It would just be core. So, and actually, they would have to move. Okay. Really bad news. Okay, Valora, finally. So let's see if core can boost anything. No, he can't. So I think Valora will move. She's got to move into here if she wants to do damage. So she will take hurt. So she doesn't suffer that now because it's not the start of her turn anymore. She will use Solid Shot. So she's going to attack for 3 on the Tunnel Rasp. Yep, that's her turn. 12. Oh, so this is the Young Seekers. So the Young Seekers are going to do 3 damage to the Tunnel Rasp. Wow. Oh, also Valora has brought the Tunnel Rasp Wrath on herself. So, yeah, we drew 2. Now, as far as I can tell, there is nothing that says the Tunnel Rasp won't take this damage from the acid. I mean, unless I'm much mistaken. So it's going to get hurt. So let's put it on the middle one. And then it will attack Valora for 4. Which is... we can block 1 of that. So... he should have got 1 armor from her guardian from afar. So she's going to take 3 damage. And she will take 1 hurt. I mean, we're just storing up this hurts. These hurt cards are bad. Okay. Core. Okay, so Core's going to take a lot of damage now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's down to 7. So we'll discard 1 because he won't get any more hurt this turn. He's going to play his Vengeance of Stone. So while this card is in play, enemies suffer 1 damage each time they move. That is a free action. And then... he is going to play Poison Barb. Yeah, Poison Barb. So it doesn't do any damage, but after attacking, place 3 hurt on one of your target's active abilities. So we will place it on this middle ability. And then I think we will move Core here. So we've drawn Valora. So I think she will move into Core's space. Well, each time Valora enters a space without enemies, she may choose another Seeker to gain 1 armor. So Core will. She also takes 2 damage. And she won't be getting any more hurt, so she's going to discard one of them. And then she will play Capture Rune. So she's going to do 2 damage to the Tunnel Rasp and put a Trapped on it. And we will put Trapped on the bottom one. So 2 damage. So it's down to 10. Okay. And it's a green heart, so that means whosoever we want can go. And I think we'll say Valora. She's going to do her twin shot. Well, she does take 1 damage. So she does her twin shot, which is a 2-2 attack. So it does, she goes down to 6. And she has no action cards left, so she will discard her cards. Her lantern will get charged. And she draws up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what was the on 6? Right, so I'm going to spend a fate token and put it in the void box, which is here. Can you see it? And I'm going to draw 4 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, so I will choose Valora. And she's going to do her snipe, which is her lantern action. So she's going to do 7 damage in a range anywhere. So actually she's going to move here and leave Core just in case something else comes along and do 7 damage, which reduces it to 0. So let's have a look. So if the Tunnel Rasp is reduced to 0, go to 713. The Tunnel Rasp falls to the ground in a coiled heap. As you lift your weapons to strike the final blow, something undulates beneath its thick, scaly skin. A mass of fur and claws emerge. The creature has shape-shifted. Replace the Tunnel Rasp's enemy sheet with the Wolvager's enemy sheet. It enters its second stage. When an enemy enters a new stage, remove all statuses from its sheet and reset its health to full. Any leftover damage from the previous stage is ignored, and any ability tokens now on passive abilities are divided among the enemy's active abilities. Okay, so all this hurt we build up, and the trapped go away. And out comes the Wolvager. Have we got a thing for it? I don't think there is one in the bag, but I'm presuming there should be, but it's just not there because this has been... I bought this off somewhere. Oh, maybe it's in there. Scott was very good with this sort of thing. Okay, we'll just keep the same token. It doesn't really matter, apart from we maybe should have a small token of this one. So, this comes into play with 19 health. And the top one is not an action, so these will be divided up between the other two. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the Wolverger... all attacks deal 2 less damage to the Wolverger. The Wolverger swipes at you. It does a 3/3 melee. Any shield boosts decrease the damage of both attacks. Okay. And the bottom one, 5 melee. Before attacking, the Wolverger refocuses. Okay, so we're going to have to work hard because... yeah, we deal 2 less damage. Okay. And if anyone's defeated, go to 7/12. If the Wolverger is reduced to 0, go to 7/14. So, as usual, I'm worried about Core because he's got quite a lot of hurt on him. And hurt is not affected by armor. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. It's annoying me I haven't got a Wolverger. I'm sure I saw it. This is why. We'll keep going. So we've drawn 8, which is the bottom attack. So it's going to try and attack the nearest seeker. So it is going to go to Core and attack him for 5. He has 2 armor, so that's reduced to 3. Can Valora help? Yeah, she can block 1, but... yeah, that's fine. So it's reduced to 2, so down to 5. I have to be very careful. It did move then, so it takes 1 damage from Vengeance of Stone. Yeah, I've got to be very careful. It could potentially die this turn. Yeah, he's going to die. I'm going to wreck on this a bit because I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. So I'm going to use my fate token instead. Just do a bit of retconning. Draw 4 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, I've I mean, phew. So we will use this. And before attacking, the Wolverine refocuses, but it will still attack core. He does have 1 armor. So the attack will reduce to 4. So he's going to take 4 damage. So he's down to 1 health. So he's going to die next time he goes, because again, he's got 3 hurts on him, which happened a couple of times ago. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that. Like, hurt seems way overpowered for Seekers. But let's see what we draw. I have no fate tokens left. Yeah, and I've drawn his other attack, which is the big attack. So core is defeated. So finding that very unsatisfactory. Yeah, not good. Not enjoying that at all. I don't know if I have bad luck. I'm sure I don't play optimally. But there have been quite a few occasions now where hurt has been shoved on, and no matter what, anyone else says, discarding a couple of hurt instead of doing an action is not going to save a character. And we have drawn again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chits from them and 4 from us. So when it is like that, and the randomness of drawing from a bag in something like this, it just is, it's unfair, I think, it's unfair. So we have lost. We go to 7-12. So 7-12 says, just as your opponent is about to deal the final blow, a massive explosion knocks the creature back. Guildmaster Lyra's voice cries out, "Now, Selen!" Emerging from the smoky haze, you see Hierophant Selen and Guildmaster Lyra with their hands raised, murmuring a spell in unison. A swirling firestorm surrounds the creature, growing tighter and tighter around it until its blackened husk collapses in a dark cloud. When the dust clears, you find lying in the centre of the pile of ash the battered body of a dwarf. You recognise him as Hoyt Belgar, who you met back in Vinner. In his lifeless fingers, he grips the handle of a Kinfire lantern. Take memory 7C. and go to 717. So here's Memory 7C. Just as the creature was about to end your tenure as Seekers, Hierophant Selene and Guildmaster Lyra arrived to rescue you with a powerful spell. As the creature died, it returned to its original form, Hoyt Belgar, the dwarf you met back in Vinna. Next to his body, you were surprised to discover a Kinfire lantern. It's just very, like, failing forward constantly is very unsatisfactory to me. I'm not enjoying it. 717. If ally 7A was in play at the end of the battle, the young Seekers have managed to survive the fight. Stand in awe of your skills in battle. They vow to repay you someday. Take Memory 7D. You've only just met these young Seekers, but in the midst of battle with Hoyt Belgar, you were able to keep them alive. In the aftermath, they approached you, thankful for your help and vowing to return the favour someday. I guess it could have used them to stop an attack, but there you go. If you have Memory 7A, I do, you may ask Lyra about the documents. Go to 718. Yep, let's ask her. You pull out the sheaf of papers you rescued from the Guildmaster's chambers and hand them to her, struggling to meet her gaze. Discard Memory 7A. She flips through the documents and smirks. Politics requires keeping tabs on even your allies. It's the knife you don't see coming that kills you. Satisfied, she puts the documents away and nods to you. Don't worry about the fire, we'll take care of it. You need to be well rested for tomorrow's council meeting. Take Memory 7E and go to 719. And that she's clearly grateful. She explained involving yourself in politics often means keeping a sharp eye on one's allies, even if you'd rather not. We go to 719. Guildmaster Lyra hands you an official-looking document. With her personal seal on it. I've been meaning to give this to you. It shows this to the guards and they'll let you up into the nest without hassling you for taxes or bribes. In the morning, meet me at my estate. It's easy to find, she says as she hands you a second document, a visitor's guide to Dinlux. It's apparently a landmark. Each seeker gains 1 Kinfire. See, there it says each seeker. I don't know. We've got a lot of Kinfire. Take prompt Q8 and the Dimlock's pamphlet in this quest. So Q8 is somewhere, yeah. So here's Q8, the next quest. In this quest, open level up pack 2 and Dinlock's pack 2. This quest is over game 4 city actions. Level up pack 2. Whoa. What is level up pack 2? Oh, maybe it's one of those. It must be one of those, right? But why have we not opened level up pack 1? let me find out. Level up packs. Kinfire Chronicles. Oh. Why have I not opened Level Up Pack 1? Oh. Oh, okay. Level up packs. Right, so we should have opened up Level Pack 1. And so we're going to have to open up 2 packs. Which might explain why I've not been... Oh, goodness me. Okay, so Valora and... This is Level Up Pack 1, by the way, which apparently I should have opened after Quest 4. So we get some new cards, do we? No. My characters don't seem to have new cards in Level Up Pack 1. Oh, maybe I did. Add these cards in your Level Up Pack to your unused cards. Yes, maybe I did do it then. Phew. So let's open Pack 2. Phew. So these are cores. Oh, goodness. And Valora just seems to have new cards. Oh, maybe not. They are double-sided. Okay. So let's read Valora's first. A spirit from beyond, drawn by the kinfire, appears before Valora in a vision. Valora's father appears once more, leaning against the mantle of the fireplace and rubbing his brow. Rubbing his brow with one hand. Our home is gone, he says. I understand now. I'm sorry, father. The world has changed. He looks at her, seeing her for the first time as the grown woman she has become. The Empire, what has become of it? Valora hesitates. It has most likely been taken by the darkness. All that we worked for, all that we built, gone. Not everything is gone, father. The rest of the Seekers and I, we are fighting to protect what's left. Fighting? Valora, when this so-called darkness came, you should have been here. You should have been here with your family, with your mother, not off some strange city doing whatever you wanted. Valora bows her head. Forgive me, father. It was childish of me to run away. I wanted a different life, but I never should have left. I should have been here at her side. He is quiet for a moment. I do not wish that you had been taken, only that you'd honoured your duty to your family instead of to yourself. Valora nods, not looking up. No one can protect you for now, Valora. There's nothing I can do. Your home is gone, your family is gone. You're alone. No, father. Valora keeps her head bowed, but says in a clear voice, I'm not alone at all. Add the cards in this level up pack to your unused cards. So we have Tainted Arrow, which is 3 damage, ranged, and a hurt, and 2 weak. And Tread of the Huntress. While this card is in play, you are immune to harmful terrain. Okay. And then we have Core. So Core has this. A spirit from beyond, drawn by the kinfire, appears to Core in a vision. A man approaches Core the same man as before. Hello, Core says. It's you again. Now, the man says, ignoring Core's greeting, you must listen carefully. You can understand my words, can you not? Core nods. Very well. Your name is Virat Montaigne. You are of noble birth. Your family home is... I'm sorry to interrupt, Core says, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. My name is not Virat Montaigne. It is Core. I am a revenant and a seeker, and I reside in the city of Dinlux. The man puts his face in his hand. No, 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 he sighs. Don't you see? I am Virat Montaigne, and you too are Virat Montaigne. He pokes a finger into Core's metal chest. The spirit inside of you is me. Understanding dawns on Core's face. How then, they say, are you here speaking to me? It's complicated, and time is short. Let's focus, please. The point is that you and I are Virat Montaigne. I am a very wealthy and important... Montaigne, yes, concentrate, please. An elf, Core says. I was an elf. The image of the man and his reddening face begins to fade. You must try to remember who you are, he calls out before disappearing completely. Cool. Add the cards in this level up pack to your unused cards. So, Core also has 2, and they are Flickers evolved. While this card is in play, each time Core is attacked, Flickers play a 1 armor boost for them, and each time Core attacks, Flickers plays a 1 damage boost for them. Nice. And then it's a draw or discard. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then they also have the Hungry Earth. So the Hungry Earth is a 3 ranged attack on anyone in the space and a stunned. This attack targets another space in range for every armor you discard. Also interesting. Interesting. So these cards will go in there unused. So we will be able to put them in next time we rest. Oh, those should have gone back into level 2. And we have a new quest, Quest 8, which I won't read out now, but we have it. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that the battles are quite quick, but I do feel... I still feel that when you draw badly from the bag, which I often seem to do, it's kind of impossible. It makes it very, very hard to win. And what frustrates me as well is when tanks like Core are the ones that always die. Core is the one that always dies. I think Valora's maybe died once. And that annoys me. But there we go. I'm annoyed. I feel like I've lost more than I've won, and I know the fail forward is there, and actually the resolution of that wasn't too bad. But if it doesn't matter what cards you get, if you draw loads of enemy chits at the start, you are at a disadvantage, and that is... where is the mitigation for that? There's a little bit, but with fate tokens, you know, I use the 2 fate tokens. One of them I draw 4 of their enemy chits, so I have like a potion here, but I didn't get to it. Core just only had 1 attack during that whole session. Okay, that is it from me for today. I will keep playing. This will be back next week, and I will be playing the thing I should have played today, but I didn't, on Thursday, Tidal Blades. Okay, thanks a lot, and see you soon. Bye.